Welcome to another DIY SirFishALot video. So as you can see, I'm standing out here by the boat. We're in late April. Snow's finally all melted. Assiniboine River is flooding like crazy. So I don't have any real targets of species at the moment. So I'm going to take a bit of a break from fishing and look at a problem that I have with this boat. Couple problems. So there's a problem with the boat itself as far as my usage goes, and we're going to change the layout of the boat at some point this season, maybe, we'll see. But the main thing for this particular season is an absolute must: the trailer. The trailer is a homemade unit. I have no idea where it came from. I just bought new tires for it. So if you go back and watch the Father's Day special with my father and I at Lee River, we take the boat from Brandon to Pinawa basically and rip around on Lee River and catch some fabulous mooneye and black crappie. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But the problem that we had was we traveled about 600 kilometers and almost wore out brand new tires. I just bought brand new tires. So there's a problem with the axle. Axle's screwed up, and this is probably the weirdest suspension I've ever seen. So I'll give you guys a view of the suspension here in a little bit. Plus, I've never been a fan of the way this boat sits on the trailer itself. So I'm going to change the way the bunks are, the way the rollers are. Plus, can use a little cosmetic dust up, because as you can see, paint job here looks great, but the trailer does not fit the boat. So for the first project, or first part of this sort of series, we're going to work on just the trailer, and then we'll go into what I plan to do with the boat at a different date. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to get the boat off the trailer and off to the sides, and then really dive into the issues that I have with this particular trailer and things that need to get fixed. So we'll get to work. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's a bunk right there, right? And it's not sitting on the bunk here on this particular spot. So I have to do an adjustment, but if you look here, there is literally nothing to adjust at all. So I need to change the way this is done here on the trailer itself to make that either A, adjustable, or B, fit with this boat. So as you can see, there's a rib there, and it's kind of sitting on top of the rib. So I really don't like that. So I'm going to probably end up just moving the whole bunk system out this way so it's not sitting on that rib or keel. I don't know what it's called. What helps the boat to turn, I guess. So that's one thing. And then if you look here, that's danger close in my opinion to being rubbing on the tire. So that whole I forget what those things are called. Wheel well? No. Tire. Anyways, this whole piece is going to get replaced right here. I'm going to remove it and put a new one on. We have one on the other side, but I have a matching one for that one. I'll show you. So if you come over here, you can see we have a different style here, but it kind of could use some painterly love. Okay, so what else can I tell you about this trailer, the suspension? You know what, I'm going to get the boat off of the trailer first, and then I'll go into the suspension. It's different. I don't know if I've ever seen this kind of suspension, and if you guys have, and you know what kind of suspension it is, because I think it's homemade suspension, I'll get you guys to comment on it if you know what it is. We could probably use some kind of a wheelbase for the jack. I upgraded the chains last year. I moved the central post here. It was up a bit higher or closer towards the ball receiver. So I moved it back so that the boats sit on here for the right length. But as you can see, we got rollers here. Some of them are kind of rotten. I replaced a couple last year that were real bad. Looks like I could replace one more here. I don't even think the boat's sitting on that one. So these ones here might get moved later on. But it's an interesting trailer, that's for sure. There's no V to it or anything like that, so. But this is what I'm talking about. This is my biggest concern. So they're not leaf springs in a normal sense. It's got these big sort of springs on the side here. Now, I don't know if those are loaded with tension or not, but like, I don't think there's any give to them. I think they're super, super heavy for whatever might be here, but I don't know if they're actually doing anything. Like, maybe you guys can tell. I suppose there's a bit of twist there, but you can see there's a join here in the center of the trailer, and that join, that whole bit is hanging down. It's either up or down too high or too low, and it's causing an issue where the tire itself is wearing irregularly on the inside. Oops, sorry, bad camera work. So as that's the case, I can fix that, and I will fix that. I've got leaf springs already ready to go. I just need to do all the attaching and everything like that. So this is going to come off, this whole system the way it is. Might actually even lighten up the trailer even just a little bit too. So got some work to do, but we'll get going on it a little bit. I just wanted to start the project off by showing you guys what's happening here, and hopefully I can find an axle, a straight bar axle that'll have the same work with the same tires that I have here. I'll probably be able to do that, and then just swap out the axle, put on the leaf springs, give it a bit of a sand down, change it from white to black, and then should be good to go for the season, I think. Changes obviously the way the bunks are and all that. It's gonna be a big job, it's gonna be a big project, but it'll be fun. So we'll get going on it. Step one of this project's gonna be starting here right away. I'm gonna start taking off all of the little bits here, the rollers and the bunks, and that one fender, it's all bent up. So you guys can kind of see up close here. That's where one of the bunk holders was. I'll have to do a lot of cleanup here. This one actually tore a spot where the weld was, so that weld was actually pretty good, but the rest of them were a little bit brittle. But that's okay. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this part of the deconstruction of all the rollers and bunks and fender.